Hello everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Evonnie Almiñe. So thank you everyone sa lahat po ng mga nag-subscribe sa channel ko. Sa mga magsusubscribe pa lang po, thank you in advance. Sa mga nag-share at mga nag-comment, maraming salamat po. Sana po ay patuloy yung suportahan yung channel ko. Nang sa ganun ay mas marami po tayong may matulungan.
Don't stress your mind, we coming home tonight.
Do not forget to hit the subscribe button and please ring the bell for more notifications. So for today's video, let's talk about the factor theorem. From my previous vlog, we talked about the remainder theorem. So this time around, factor theorem naman po siya. So pag sinabi po nating factor theorem, we can only say that a divisor or a binomial is a factor of a given polynomial if and only if the remainder is equal to 0. Same goes with the other one. Kung yung remainder niya ay 0, therefore, the divisor or the binomial is a factor of that given polynomial. So yung remainder theorem at saka yung factor theorem, magkapatid po silang dalawa. So for example, show that x plus 2, you have x plus 2 is a factor of p of x is equal to x cubed plus 7x squared plus 9x minus 2. Okay, paano natin malalaman na factor si x plus 2 dito sa ating given polynomial equation which is p of x is equal to x cubed plus 7x plus 9x minus 2. We are going to apply the remainder theorem or it can be better if it is a synthetic division. Kung ano po yung preferable yung method among the two, magkatulad lamang po yan. So malalaman po natin kung factor ito if and only if the remainder is equal to 0. So following these steps in applying remainder theorem, we have to equate the divisor x plus 2 into 0. So you have x plus 2 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to negative 2. Therefore, the value of x here is negative 2. Then, we have to substitute that to the variable x. And kapag 0 ang kanyang remainder, automatic po, x plus 2 is a factor of this given polynomial equation. So let's write this one. So p of negative 2 is equal to, then the value of x here is negative 2 of course, raised to 3 plus 7, negative 2 raised to 2 plus 9 multiplied by negative 2, bring down the constant term which is negative 2. Now let us evaluate the terms. So negative yung base, then ang kanyang degree of exponent is an odd number. Therefore, the result is negative. Yan po yung palagi yung tatandaan na kapag yung base natin ay negative and the exponent here is an odd number, therefore the answer or the final result should be a negative sign. Pero kapag naman ang kanyang exponent ay negative, even number at yung base ay negative, therefore the final result is a positive sign. So this time, yung exponent po natin ay an odd number. So negative yung result. So tatlong beses mong i-multiply si negative 2 by itself. So negative 2 times negative 2, you have positive 4. Then negative 2, you have negative 8. Okay, bring down 7. Negative 2 times negative 2, you have positive 4. So 9 multiplied by negative 2, you have negative 18. Bring down negative 2. Okay? Then bring down negative 8. 7 multiplied by 4 is 28. Negative 18 minus 2, same sign. Ibig sabihin, i-add po natin, then copy the sign. So negative yung sign, 18 and 2, you have 20. Tama po ba? So ngayon, kailangan po nating i-combine yung like terms. Ano po yung like terms? Since si negative at saka si negative, pagsamahin po natin para mas mabilis po tayo. So, yung positive 28, negative 8, at saka si negative 20. So, same sign. Ano po yung gagawin? We have to add, of course, then copy the sign. So, yung sign natin ay negative. So, 8 plus 20 is 28. 28 minus 28, that is equal to 0. Therefore, P of negative 2 is equal to 0. Now, since the remainder is equal to 0, therefore, x plus 2 is a factor of P of x is equal to x cubed plus 7x squared plus 9x minus 2. Okay, so ganun lang po yung kailangan yung tandaan. When the remainder is equal to 0, therefore, the binomial is a factor. Pero syempre, kapag hindi siya equal to 0, kapag greater than 0 or less than 0 ang kanyang sagot, therefore, that binomial or that divisor is not a factor of that given polynomial equation.
We coming home tonight.
Okay, let's have another example. To show that x minus 2 is a factor of P of x is equal to x raised to 5 minus 2x raised to 4 minus x cubed plus 2x squared plus 5x minus 10. Okay, so our leading degree is 5. Di ba po? Yan po yung leading degree natin. So, ibig pong sabihin, when that polynomial equation has the highest degree of exponent, yan din po yung nag-i-indicate kung ilang zeros or ilang factors meron ang polynomial equation. So, since we have this 5 as the leading degree, therefore, this given polynomial equation has 5 factors. Pero ngayon po, pag-uusapan lang po muna natin if the binomial x minus 2 is a factor of this given polynomial equation. Take note, palagi ko pong sinasabi na pwede niyo pong gamitin si synthetic division kung hindi po kayo preferred kay remainder theorem. So, pareho lang yan. As long as po yung remainder natin is equal to 0, then it is a factor. So, let's equate. So, x minus 2 is equal to 0. Then, x is equal to positive 2. Now, i-substitute natin yan sa lahat ng value ng x. So, P of positive 2 is equal to, substitute natin, 2 raised to 5 minus 2, then raised to 4, then substitute natin si x, magiging 2 raised to 3, bring down positive 2, substitute natin si 2 squared, plus 5 times 2, bring down negative 10. Okay, isa-isahin po natin yung pag-evaluate para mas lalo nyo po maintindihan. 2 raised to 5, ibig pong sabihin, 5 beses mong i-multiply si 2 by itself. So you have 2 times 2, 2 times 2 you have 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. So therefore, 2 raised to 5 is 32. Minus 2, so 4 na beses mong i-multiply si 2, ibig sabihin po 16, then 3 beses, you have 8, plus 2, 2 times 2, you have 4, plus 10, minus 10. Okay? Then, 32, 2 times 16, you have 32. Then, 8, so you have negative 8, plus 2 times 4 is 8. Diba po? Then, 10 minus 10, so plus 0 na po yan. Diba? 10 plus 10. Okay, so you have 32 minus 32, you have 0. Then negative 8 plus 8, you have 0. So, i-add natin lahat ng 0. Of course, the answer is 0. Okay, ano po yung masasabi nyo? Since the remainder is equal to 0, of course, x minus 2 is a factor of P of x equals x raised to 5 minus 2x raised to 4 minus x cubed plus 2x squared plus 5x minus 10. So, ganun lang po kabilis at kadali po malaman kung yung binomial natin ay factor ng given polynomial kapag ang remainder ay 0.
We coming home tonight.
Kanina, we already showed that a binomial is a factor of the given polynomial. So this time around, yung ibigay ko po sa inyong example is we have to find the other factors of the given polynomial aside from that given binomial. So for instance, let us find the other factors of p of x is equal to x raised to 4 plus 5x cubed plus 5x squared minus 5x minus 6. Okay, the other factor is x plus 1. Okay, so x plus 1. So let us find out the other factors. So sinabi ko po kanina, di ba? The number of the highest degree or the number of the leading degree indicates the number of zeros, the number of factors, and the number of the number of roots of that given polynomial equation. So since 4 is the highest degree of exponent, therefore in this polynomial equation, we have 4 factors. So alamin po natin yung other 3 factors since meron na po tayong isa. Then, this time around, hindi po natin pwedeng gamitin si remainder theorem. Kasi si remainder theorem, isa lang po yung makukuha natin. That is only the remainder. So, ang i-apply po natin ngayon ay yung synthetic division. Then, we have to apply the trial and error method. So, let us bring down all the numerical coefficients following the steps of synthetic division. So, we have 1, 5, 5, negative 5, and negative 6. Then, we have the remainder, the divisor. X plus 1 is equal to 0. Then, x is equal to negative 1. So negative 1, alamin po natin yung ibang factor. So, 1 multiplied by negative 1, you have negative 1. 5 minus 1, you have 4. Multiplied by negative 1, you have negative 4. 5 minus 4, you have 1. 1 times negative 1, you have negative 1. Then negative 5 plus negative 1, you have negative 6. Multiplied by negative 1, you have positive 6. Then negative 6 and 6, you have 0. Okay, kaya po sinabi ko kanina, we have to find the other factors since x plus 1 is already a factor. Now, yung kukunin na lang naman natin pong factor ay itong 1, 4, 1, and negative 6. So, what are the other 3 factors? So, let's have first, simulan po natin kay positive 1. Kung hindi po pwede si positive 1, then let's proceed to negative 1 and so on. So, you have positive 1, trial and error method po ito. So, you have 1, multiplied by 1, you have 1. 4 plus 1, you have 5. Times 1, you have 5. Then, 1 plus 5, you have 6. Times 1, you have positive 6. Then, tsamba po natin kasi positive 1 is already a factor. Sinabi ko po kanina, di ba, na kapag yung first trial po natin ay hindi nagkaroon ng remainder as 0, ibig po sabihin that is not a factor. So, we have to find the factor. Okay, now, we have 1, 5, and 6. So, this is already a quadratic equation which is x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, in quadratic equation, we have some method in finding the zeros or the roots of that equation. Meron po tayong completing the square, factoring, extracting square roots, and quadratic formula. Okay, yung tawag nito, sinasuggest ko or nire-recommend ko po sa lahat ng mga estudyante ko na kapag we are going to find the other factors of that polynomial equation, kapag na po quadratic equation na yung natira or the depressed equation, ang tawag po kasi dito is depressed equation. So kapag quadratic equation na lang po siya, I advise to apply the quadratic formula kasi po para mas madali. Kasi meron pong mga quadratic equation na hindi siya factorable. So, mas maganda lang po or mas mabuti lang kung yung quadratic equation natin ay tawag nito factorable. Paano po kung hindi? So, mas mahihirapan po yung mga estudyante maghanap ng iba pang factors. That is why I advise them to use the quadratic formula in finding the roots, the factors, or the zeros of a quadratic equation. Now, let us apply the quadratic formula. So you have x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, ito po yung formula natin sa quadratic. So, mas madali kasi gamitin yung quadratic formula in finding the roots. Bakit po? Kasi kung ano man yung nakuha ninyong roots or kung ano man yung nakuha ninyong sagot, yan na po yung sagot or roots ng quadratic equation natin. But first, I think first, we have to identify the values of b, a, and c. So, yung a po natin, a is 1, then b is 5, then c is 6. Now, isa-substitute po natin yan dito sa quadratic formula natin. So, yung b, you have 5 plus or minus square root of 5 squared minus of 4 times 1 times 6 all over 2a. So, you have 2. The value of a is 1. Now, we have to evaluate our equation. So, negative times positive 5 is negative 5 plus or minus square root of 5 times 5 you have 25 minus 4 times 1 you have 4 times 6 you have 24 over 2. So, you have bring down negative 5 plus or minus square root of 25 minus 24 is 1 over 2. Okay. So, you have, dito na lang natin idugtong, negative 5 plus or minus square root of 1, of course, is 1 over 2. Okay. So, si x sa buwan natin is negative 5 plus 1 over 2. So, negative 5 plus 1, you have negative 4 over 2. Negative 4 divided by 2 is equal to negative 2. Then, x sub 2 natin, negative 5 minus 1 over 2. So, you have negative 6 over 2. That is equal to negative 3. So, therefore, dito ko na po idudugtong therefore, the other factors of our polynomial equation are, you have the roots 1, negative 2, and negative 3. Ang tawag po natin dito ay roots. Yung kailangan po natin, yung tinatanong po natin kanina sa atin is, find the other factors. So, pag sinabi po natin factors, it should be in binomial form. Pero kapag number or integers lamang po siya, ang tawag po natin sa kanya ay zeros or roots. Ano po yung factors? So, gagawin po natin siyang binomial. So, since positive 1 po siya, the factor would be x minus 1, x plus 2, and x plus 3. Therefore, the other three factors of this polynomial are x plus 1, x plus 2, and x plus 3. Tatandaan po natin na kapag sinabi po natin factors, it should be in binomial form. Kapag hindi po siya naka-binomial form, ibig pong sabihin, hindi siya yung tinatawag natin na factor. It could be roots or zeros.
We coming home tonight.
Okay, let's have another example. Let's find the other factors of the polynomial equation. P of x is equal to x cubed minus 7x minus 6 when the other factor is x plus 2. Okay, so what is our leading degree? 3. Therefore, there are 3 roots and 3 factors. So, meron na po tayong isang factor. So, ang kailangan na lang po natin hanapin ay yung natitirang dalawang factors. So, let's equate this. So, x plus 2 is equal to 0. Then, x is negative 2. Now, let's apply synthetic division to find the other factors. So, you have 1. So, since 3 yung leading degree natin, it should be followed by a degree of 2. So, since wala pong 2, insert po natin yung 0. The negative 7 and negative 6. Then, the divisor is negative 2. Bring down 1. 1 times negative 2, you have negative 2. 0 minus 2, of course, negative 2. Negative 2 multiplied by negative 2, you have positive 4. Then negative 7 plus 4, you have negative 3. Negative 3 multiplied by negative 2, you have positive 6, and it is equal to 0. Now, meron na po tayong depressed equation which is in quadratic equation. So, you have x squared minus 2x minus 3. So, yan po yung quadratic equation natin. Now, let's apply the quadratic formula. So, you have x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, i-identify natin yung value ni a, ni b, at saka ni c. So, value of a is 1, b is negative 2, and c is negative 3. I-substitute na po natin. The value of b is negative 2. Diba? Plus or minus. Then, b of course is negative 2 again. Squared. Minus of 4. The value of a is 1. Then, the value of c is negative 3. All over 2 times the a is 1. Then, let's bring down negative. Negative times negative 2, you have positive 2. Plus or minus. Negative 2 raised to 2, you have 4. So, plus 4 times 1, negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 multiplied by negative 3, you have positive 12. Then, over 2. So, 2 plus or minus, 4 plus 12, you have 16 over 2. Now, 2 plus or minus square root of 16 is 4 over 2. So, you have x of 1 is equal to 2 plus 4 over 2. So, 2 plus 4, you have 6 over 2. That is equal to 3. That is one of the roots. Then, x of 2, you have 2 minus 4 over 2. So, 2 minus 4, you have negative 2. Diba? Divide by 2, that is equal to negative 1. Therefore, the roots are negative 2, positive 3, and negative 1. But how about the factors? Of course, gagawin po natin siyang binomial. So, tandaan po kailangan binomial siya. So, you have x plus 2. Then, the other one is x minus 3. And the last factor is x plus 1. So, ano po yung other factors ni polynomial natin? You have x minus 3 and x plus 1. Tandaan lang po in trial and error method, madali lang po siya as long as meron po kayong tiyaga. Oh yes, tapos na po natin i-discuss yung remainder theorem at ngayon naman po ay yung factor theorem. So sana po ay marami kayong natututunan kapag nanonood po kayo sa video ko. So maraming salamat po. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe of course to my YouTube channel. This is for you and you are my inspiration to create more videos like this. So see you in my next vlog. Thank you everyone. Diyos mabalos.
Don't stress your mind.